What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Christmas character's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Transbots Wrecker Ono. This is on loan to me from Joel W. I believe this was an exclusive. I could be wrong about that. The truth is, Joel sent me a bunch of stuff that he didn't have to because the releases are getting a little fewer and further between at the moment. I think we're on upswing now, and I'm not even sure when this will come up, but I think that, you know, Springer's coming and a couple other things that people are, I know, excited about. But this is just really to tide us over until then. So we're gonna look at this guy. We're gonna compare him with the other uses of the mold that we have handy. We're not going to show transformation because we've shown transformation of this, I believe, both ways. But before we do any of that, we're going to look at accessories. He comes with the little model bit that the other one came with. And this one has like the moving armatures. You have to insert them yourselves. And then the tips of, or the panels of them are all painted gold. And then the rest of it is just like a glossy kind of plastic. It's fine. You know, it's nice enough. He comes with an alternate head. This would be more so the cartoon, for lack of a better term, head, whereas the other one has the toy head, which is, I think, nice because it allows a little bit more diversity of look. Yeah, other than that, the same head we've looked at, it articulates the same way, and it pops on a mushroom peg. So, you know, nice to include it, I guess. He comes with two adapters for his wrist, and I will show you how to use these. They're just white plastic. So you then slide the hand off the mushroom peg, open up this panel here. You can flip that around and then attach this there, close that up, and then this can be used with the tools that came with Masterpiece Ratchet, but nothing that this guy actually comes with. You also get these two kind of like laser accessories, like, you know, weapons for his, when you have the hand popped off. So with the mushroom peg exposed, you just slide these on. And they're not going on easily. So that sucks. This isn't mine. It doesn't belong to me. I'm not going to push it. But that's definitely an issue. So my advice is use caution. I will try to work with it and see if I can't get it on nicely. FYI, I didn't have any luck. But we'll move on to this one, because this one should work. It's our double cannon here, and just white plastic, sculpted well enough. It doesn't look like it looks like these two barrels aren't like quite on properly. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it looks like they should squeeze, like they're bent out. But anyway, we have a peg here, and using that same bit there that we used for the adapters, you can peg that in there. Spoilers, this is my favorite thing about this set. It comes with two slide-on face masks. I believe this is intended for Masterpiece Tracks. We'll take a look and see if it works, and this is for him. Jack Skellington with the red hat painted on, and everything else is just flat. I don't know, the eyes are painted black, I believe, and the beard articulates, which is nice. They better be careful. I mean, I'm guessing this already went underneath the radar, but I mean, that's a Disney property. You move with caution. And then this has the flesh tone painted on, and the eyes. Excuse me, God bless. And that's it. So beard is sculpted pretty interestingly, both of them, to be fair. Nice work. So as you can see, it fits on him very nicely, and it's great and fun for some reason. The instructions show that the Santa face fits on Tracks, but it doesn't. It's too big. However, it will fit on him as well. So at least it works with something. So I would work on Hoist too if you wanted. He comes with this claw bit for the truck mode. And it's interesting enough. It's ratcheted all over the place. We got stickers in there for the details. Otherwise, just plain yellow plastic. You can extend this a little bit. This is kind of spring clamped, but like it's not. So if you have it like this, it's fine. But you can click beyond it, and it kind of gets stuck. I'm not sure if that's intentional, because then it's still like the springs still work, but then you get to all four of them, and they kind of stop working. So, I don't know. Seems fishy to me, but you have this, and you can attach it into the back of your truck mode, if you so desire. But he has one more in his bag of tricks. You can attach these ball pegs down here to this piece. They're all, I mean, it's like, I think it's like 15 some ball pegs for these like little clamps here. And then you have these at the end that you can kind of open up. Once again, same sort of attachment. It goes on right in the back of the truck. And it's you know, then you just got to deal with the ball pegs. It's, you know, as you can see. Oh, come on, man. Let's take a look at the figure. We'll get in tight on the head sculpt for Dennis. This is, I think, this is just plastic. White plastic, red plastic, yellow eyes. The eyes are plastic as well. You do get the, let's see, can we get that in the back there? You do get a swivel and a hinge and an additional hinge at the neck. Is that? Yes. So you can get the head all the way up, a little bit down, and the swivel. The shoulders are on a universal. They ratchet up to a little shy, 90, no, there it is, 90 degrees. You can even go a little bit more, but it doesn't really hold the weight all that well. And then the swivel all the way around. It seems like that would have been an easy joint to get a butterfly on. It always gets me every time, but it's not. So there you go. Bicep swivel. Single hinged elbow. That gets you about 90 degrees. And then this is a sticker set on here for the most part for the deco. Same on the other side. Waist, swivel, and no ab crunch, is that right? Huh. The ratchets are inconsistent also, do you hear that? Oh no, the ratchet is in here, sorry. Okay, hips, skirts get up and out of the way. For universals, which are tensioned out to the side for the full Van Damme. I'll back the camera out of taste. And tensioned forward and back for the full Monty. Thigh swivel. Single jointed ratcheted knee that gets you past 90 degrees. Ankles, you get a tilt up, you get a tilt down, you get a rocker. We got die cast toes. I'm not sure if you saw any of that, but take my word for it. And I mean, that's about all there is. Oh, we didn't do the wrist. So the wrist swivel, thumbs are on a ball peg, additional hinge at the thumb, and then the fingers are on a base pin knuckle with typewriter fingers. The index finger is individually articulated, and then the other three are just on the same hinge. So you do the fonz, you know what I mean? And that's about it. This isn't tabbed in properly, but just came undone. But yeah, there he is from the back. You can obviously put this up and over to your heart's desire. This really looks like it's, I'll be honest with you, it really looks like it's thrown together, like just to have something to, like in the same way that I'm kind of doing this just to have something to review for you guys, this feels like it was kind of done just to have something to release. It doesn't feel polished in the same, as a finished release as the same way as their other ones. You know, and I'm sure this was a limited run and all sorts of other things, but I would guess they were under time constraints and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. Size comparison wise, there he is with Hoist and Trailbreaker. Obviously, Hoist is the same mold. Trailbreaker shares some engineering, I believe, but outside of that, just interesting to see them all together, I guess. They all definitely have their own unique presence, for better or worse in some cases. And there it is in vehicle mode. Rolls like a champ. I forgot just how much of a pain it was to get this thing into vehicle mode with working with those legs. It is a nightmare getting all that stuff to line up in the back. Just kind of like X-Transbots at its worst. You see, I still don't have this quite right, but I'm not messing with it anymore. I'm done. I've reached my limit for today. The bits on here are a sticker. I think that Joel has applied these himself rather, so I'm not going to hold them too much responsible. You got a little peekaboo face going on in there. Obviously, the bumper and stuff is all painted and got the chrome detailing, so that looks good. We have the drop down bit here in the back, and then you can slide these out, and you know, it can tow a vehicle, put the tires in there, so that works nicely. You got the mirrors here, one just fell out, but they have a little bit of paint accent on them. You have the sirens or the light bar up top. You can still utilize all this stuff if you want for effect, you know, up to you. World's your oyster. And there it is, obviously next to Tiger Tracks. Final thoughts wise, let's start with the negative. Something about this seems very thrown together. There's a number of things that don't work with this one, deco wise, that kind of you can get by with hoist. For instance, the translucent window, you can kind of get by with hoist because of all the dark green on the inside of his chest. However, with this guy, it just kind of becomes painfully obvious to see all of the inside of the hollow bits of the toy, and it makes it look less than. Some of the tolerances and stuff are goofy, like loose. Some of the flaps like don't hold their kind of like strength and gusto. You're obviously supposed to be able to slide hands on and off. However, that's not always easy. You're supposed to be able to slide the lasers on and off. However, that's not always easy. Like just fit and finish things that all of it just seems rushed to market in that way. Like they were under the wire to get it out. Outside of that, I forgot how janky this transformation is, but those lower legs, getting them lined up quite right and then getting them through the kind of the back of the truck and then getting all of that lined up properly to kind of slide together and snap together. Let me tell you something, there's not room for a snake to fart in the back of this thing. It is tight. And then little stuff like the accessories, like that thing that goes on the back of the truck just kind of falling apart while you use it. Like it just seems sloppy. All of it seems very sloppy to me. Positives wise, I mean, it's a toy that offers a number of kind of unique distinctions amongst similarly used pieces from previous releases, where once we sat it kind of next to the other two, it does have its own sort of style and presence. The articulation is fair to moderate, but it should get you everything that you want. It comes with a ton of accessories, some are more user-friendly than others. I do think that having the Jack Skellington bit is like, or the Santa Claus bit is like pretty charming. Like, I'm not into this at all, but if I were, I'd probably keep it up like in my box all year and then break it out just at Christmas and put it up during Christmas decorations and then put it back away for a year. But yeah, I don't know. This is nothing but confusing and sloppy to me overall. It's a pass for me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.